time, I had a situation where two people I cared about were not fully aware of how the other felt about the other. At the time, I was learning how to not make certain things my problem, I guess, my responsibility. But I take friendship really seriously. Being an only child, I get attached to people very easily, but I'm fiercely loyal. So when I feel like my loyalty is being pulled, I don't really know how to function. So we're gonna call these people Sparkles and Milo. Milo had a tendency to talk shit for no reason. I think it stemmed from a place of insecurity, but that's the psych major in me trying to diagnose people. I'd be sitting around him and his minions discussing people we were friends with, and it just got so uncomfortable to the point where I told him, if you keep talking about Sparkles in front of me, it's going to be a problem. I cannot continue listening to you talk about her and then going to be around her and she coming to me saying,
you know, I feel like Milo doesn't really like me, but I don't know why.
And I'm just like, I don't know, like that feels weird. You're putting me in an awkward situation because I don't like telling people what other people say about them. I don't. First of all, shouldn't be talking shit about somebody in front of me anyway. Shouldn't be talking shit in general, but you definitely shouldn't be talking shit about somebody that I fuck with in front of me because that's not going to fly. I told them, stop talking about her or I'm gonna let her know. And they didn't take me seriously. And she kept telling me that she felt weird around him whenever we would all be together and she just wouldn't understand. So thinking back to things that my mom taught me when I was younger, you don't share things with people that will bring them down because it's like, why didn't you just check that? Which I did. I did check it. I don't like making excuses, so I don't know if this is an excuse, but I have found that at times when I speak really firmly on things to people, they don't necessarily take me seriously. I mean every damn word I say, but somehow no one thinks I mean it until I get rude. And now I'm a bitch. So I ended up calling her one day and just being honest because I felt like everyone was doing everyone a disservice by not being honest. And I didn't want things to blow up and then it'd be like, well, damn, why didn't you tell me? And you just kept letting me be around this person. First of all, I can't let you do anything. You are your own fucking person. You make decisions on your own every day. You're not responsible. But I am responsible for how I show you I fuck with you. And when it comes to feeling out of place, because I feel out of place around people all the time. I'll be hanging out with people and I'll just be like, oh my God, am I okay? Do these people like me? Like, I just be in my brain all the time. And most times, there's nothing going on. No one hates me. No one thinks I'm a fucking weirdo. I just feel like that. So I think everyone else sees what I see. No one is seeing what I'm seeing. In her case, there was something going on that really wasn't her fault. I'm not gonna sit there and watch my friend second guess themselves for something that they don't need to second guess themselves for, especially if no one's communicating that anything is wrong. People be playing like we don't need more communication about stuff like that when we start to overthink and we start to overanalyze. But everybody at some point in time is going to overthink and overanalyze how they're coming off to people. So why aren't we naturally in the habit of reassuring the people that we say we care about? I'm gonna insert a little clip of how the conversation went and I'm gonna come back. I don't really...
At least let me know, let him know how I feel, and so he knows how to, like, I'm gonna act accordingly to what he's been saying about me because...
But that's not, let me clarify. He didn't say he can't give you hugs because he's too fat.
No, I understand.
Cause I don't want words to get misconstrued.
No, but like at the same time, like you can't speak on like my size in
That's
any way,
true.
shape, or form, and then have me be okay with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you don't like he doesn't need my interaction at that point in time. He really doesn't need my interaction. I just want everybody to know that I do not want him.
That's a fact.
Like it's not that big of a deal.
It's a fact.
I don't want him like that. Like he really is not that cute. But at the same time, it's also not okay, especially if like you think you're a friend of somebody, to say shit about your friend.
Yeah.
Especially like
Yeah.
on that topic. I would never ever.
We
speak
have,
about my friend's
I will tell you, I do talk with him a lot about that, like how he can talk about other people, because I'm just like, yo, you have to remember, these are people you call your friends. You know, like he's even really tried it with me, and I have to like get on him sometimes. I'm like, yo, sometimes you're actually not nice. You know, like sometimes you're, and he's like he'll be like, well, I'm never gonna lie to you. I'm like, okay, but your brutal honesty, nobody asked for that.
I feel like it only comes from his insecurities, because like
Yes.
if you think about it, like the only reason he was really coming for like how I look is because there's nothing else to say about me.
Right.
If there is, like, please people let me know, but like,
Cause you're not rude. You can't talk crap about your personality. I feel like both of us always get called annoying or overly dramatic just because of our personalities. So what? Everybody's annoying.
but like I'm also over dramatic with like you.
I don't see a problem with it.
I really could hurt that boy's feelings if I really wanted to.
Mhm.
But I'm not doing that. I just want to speak to him and be like, hey, like I know what you said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna act accordingly. Like kind of keep my distance, like until like I feel like.
And he'll probably say something to me afterwards because he's gonna be like, who did you hear it from? I don't really care. If they're gonna say something about you, I'd prefer to not hear it, because they should automatically assume that I'm gonna tell you.
But like at the same time, why is my name in your mouth? Leave me alone. Like I didn't do anything to you. Leave me the fuck alone. I say hello. I joke around. I listen to y'all talk. Sometimes the things we say are not very intelligent. Sometimes, and especially like if you really don't know what the person's going through, and like as a person who's like gone through the ringer, getting called fat constantly by her family, I would prefer not to be called fat by my friends.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
not
the
like
thing.
Fat, but you spoke on my side, and that to me is like calling me fat.
Yeah.
And like that, and that's not okay. And I don't think I would prefer you to talk about my side, because do we really want to go back to freshman year before?
Boop.
Remember where you came from, buddy?
I'm gonna tell you what my mommy told me the other day. My mom said that sometimes when it comes to situations where communication isn't being had in the best way, you have to remember that like just because you know how to communicate with somebody, and you know how to, you know, properly express how you're feeling like in a direct way, doesn't mean that somebody else is going to get it.
Knows how to do it.
You know, and at a certain point,
They didn't have the donuts, but they had the hash browns.
thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Hi, Jay. Is it Jay?
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
what's
it's-
up? What's up?
Yeah.
It's your friend.
What he do?
So we were talking about, she was asking me sometimes about like how she'll come over and sometimes it'll get
Facts.
awkward in the room.
Uh-huh.
And if she wants to confront him about it,
Uh-huh.
which I fully support, because it's just like, you know,
Yeah.
you talk about me, whatever.
This nigga make me cry.
Yeah, like that's not cool.
Yeah,
And
like-
if he's calling her his
Right.
friend, but then, you know, going like saying
Yeah,
something,
yeah, yeah.
it's confusing.
Which I'm like, that's also not right, because it's like if somebody would have said something about him
Mm-hmm.
that he don't like, the first thing he gonna do is sit in the corner and,
Right.
and be quiet and not say nothing.
Remember the conversation we were having in the room when we were talking about something and he thought I was trying to shut him down? But I was just disagreeing with what he said. If he feels any pushback, sometimes he'll just like completely stop communicating.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's something that we talk to him about
Right.
a lot. A whole lot.
Quite a bit.
Cuz he doesn't always treat people the way that he would want to be treated, and it's not
Right.
cool.
Especially
But like,
if
also,
you
like,
claim.
really, like, you're not even. The thing is, like, you even saw like how my whole mood was shit. I didn't even say a word.
I
Like,
know.
I kept quiet and I asked for one song, and I just like was watching everyone.
Yeah.
Especially if
I
you
was
claim
almost,
you didn't like
Brittany almost came to the room and yelled at him.
have friends when you were growing up.
Yes, that's
Like,
the
that's the last thing you should
that's
be
the
doing.
last
Treating
thing.
people how you swore everyone was doing to
Bro,
you.
it makes no sense. Like how do you not have friends? Like that's why sometimes I try to be more patient with him, because I know where he's coming from, because I didn't have many friends growing up either. But there was so much that I had to learn about friendship, and I feel like I'm still learning, you know, like I don't always know how to like interact with people or handle situations in the best way, but at least I'm trying.
Which is why I try to tell him some stuff too, because I'm like,
Yeah.
listen, I'm not getting on your head.
Right.
I'm not trying to like just say I know everything, but I'm
Right.
like, I'm speaking from the other side of the fence.
Yes.
Like, I have had friends. Like I've been blessed to have a lot of good ones my whole life, but I'm like you may not know how to handle or treat people, because it's like you're not really used to being in that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm surrounded by all these people who actually
Right.
fool with me, who actually, you know what I'm saying, want to talk to me. So you can't just treat people any type of way.
That conversation was honestly really, really uncomfortable and difficult for me because I knew that it was going to have a knock-on effect. And had I had the same mentality then that I did when I was in like 7th grade, no, I'm sorry, I still would have done that in 7th grade. 5th grade. If I had still had the same mentality I had in 5th grade, I wouldn't have said anything because I would have been afraid of losing my friends. It got to a point where I was like, is that nigga really somebody I want to be friends with if they're okay with talking shit about someone that I call my twin? She and I act very similarly, and he'd be cracking on things that she did that I also did in front of me. So I'm like, dang, if you saying this about her and she not even here, what you saying about me when I'm not here? It does help me gauge like how I can respond. Everybody be playing like we don't all receive things differently or we don't all have our own perceptions. We do, and they're important. Doesn't make them the final truth, but we cannot disregard our perspectives. Are we tracking? All right. When I let her know what was said, I told her to follow up with Milo because this is information he should have told to you so y'all could have had the conversation in the first place. But since this child doesn't know how to communicate in an effective and healthy manner, I had to do that shit because I'm tired of hearing about it. And you smiling in this girl's face damn near every time she come around. Like, there are so many people who do this. Your friends are not your friends, okay? You are your friend. You yourself are your own friend because, yo, people be dealing with shit under the surface and they don't know how to communicate that they're dealing with their own stuff, so they look for other people to come at. It's important to verify with others about what's actually being said instead of assuming you know how someone's feeling or what someone's doing. Like, people be afraid to communicate because of the fallout, but bring on the heat, because I'd much rather be conscious of someone's true feelings of me and move accordingly than to sit in an ignorant bliss about how I want them to feel about me and how I hope they feel about me, and then live inside of that reality. It's not worth it to me. It's not worth it. I literally had my ex tell me one time that he could fuck one of my closest best friends if he wanted to. What? My God. You ever seen Dumb and Dumber? Like the first one? And Jim Carrey was like in the restaurant fighting with that waiter because he was really infatuated with his girl. And he was like, ah! That is exactly what I wanted to do in that moment, but instead, I went to my room. I said, boop, 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 boop. Hey, girl. Wait, why did, boop, 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 boop. Hey, girl. Do you know my ex? Yeah, you know. He said he could fuck you at any time if he wanted to. Girl, is there something I'm missing? Like, do y'all like each other? Like, do you like him? And she was like, what? He said, huh? He said, what? She was like, girl. Wait. She was like, girl, I do not like that man. I do not even find him attractive. The thought of having sex with him genuinely repulses me. Like, that is my, what? And I was like, I know. To think he thought he could get with you. Girl, he really thought he could get with you? I'm sitting here trying to understand where he is because what? Like, you too fine for him. I just wanted to make sure, girl. Like, I just wanted to check. No, I would never do that. I said, well, you know, I did see him flirting with you one time though, and you like laughed at it. What was that about? Girl, honestly, I don't know how to receive compliments sometimes. Like, really, I think everything is a joke. So damn, girl, you right. I did receive that, and I could have done that better. Like, I am so sorry that I contributed to like any kind of confusion over there. Oh my God, girl, I love you so much. Ugh, it's okay, this nigga crazy. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Bloop. That was it. I told him and he was like,
oh my God, you called her? You really told her that? Ugh, I can't believe you do that. That's like, I told you that in confidence.
you yelled that at me because you are mean. Share this with people you know, people you don't know, people you like, and people, well, actually, don't share this with people you dislike. That's from my old channel. Share this with people you know, share this with people you don't know, share this with people you like, share this with people you dislike. Don't share this video with people you dislike. Why are you talking to people you don't like? Stop that. Ew. Share this with someone you actually fuck with, because maybe they need to reassess who they fuck with. Your friends are not your friends. Learn how to communicate better. And you fine as fuck. Don't let no dusty, crusty, musty ass nigga stress you out. Okay, bye.